Guys, today I'm back with another review, doing the United Cutlery Undercover Twin Push Daggers. They are 2 3/4 inches overall. The blade is 2 inches, I believe. I'm pretty sure they're made of 2CR13 stainless steel, which to my knowledge is tool steel, so it's very hard. Which means it'll hold its edge forever, but it's difficult to put an edge on it. Which brings me to the other fact: the initial sharpness was non-existent. The initial sharpness just wasn't there. I can just rub my fingers on them. It's not going to cut me. They're not sharp at all. Which I understand this is a thrusting weapon, so it's designed to penetrate, not to cut. But having an edge would make it penetrate better. You know, if you have to stab through some material like a shirt or a thick jacket, being able to cut its way through as it enters the body would make it easier. It'd be less effort on the user's side. I've tried putting an edge on them, but I'm alright at sharpening blades, but I'm just not good enough to get tool steel to sharpen to a fine edge. The sheath it comes in, or Kydex, holds both of them on either side. It comes with 2 different straps. The one I currently have on it is the strap for a belt. The other one is an elastic sort of Velcro strap that stretches. It's designed to like put an arm or a leg or something. It's pretty small, so you better stretch it a lot and put it, you know, lower forearm, or it has tiny legs. But yeah, they stay in there. They don't fall out. Issue with slipping or anything. So, however, they do overlap when you put them in there. So they overlap like that, and they actually touch. So I have a couple scratches on the finish from touching as I put them in and draw them out. And they're pretty tight in there, so that's why they stay in. So I can't really add anything, a spacer in there to prevent that. If anybody from United Cutlery is watching, that would be something I think you maybe should look into, kind of a idea for future improvements. That's where I'm looking for future improvements on it. But it's not a huge deal. Like I said, they're just minor scratches, and I've drawn these and put them back in 100 times. I currently have the belt strap on it, so it fits right there, and I can draw. But sometimes I think it's just because it's new. It wants to be a little harder to pull out. So when I'll draw them, this one will come out, and this one will pull around the side like this. Kind of annoying, but I think it'll lessen. That issue will lessen with time as I use it and break it in. It feels comfortable in the hand. I don't put it in my center knuckle like that because I don't have very big hands. If you have bigger hands, it might fit better. I find it to have better control right there. It would be nice to have more material right there, where the handle is, so it fills your hand a little better. But it has all these holes and everything, so you can probably do an easily do a paracord wrap. They do stay in my hand though. If I'm striking, they are staying in my hand. Let's get into the tests. I'm going to use gloves because it fits better, because it fills the space for the knuckles a little better, and it fills space, and out for some padding. Nah, I was punching a wooden post without gloves on with them, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's not like it's gonna break your knuckles or anything, but it was a little more comfortable with gloves. Alright, so here we go. It's got some pretty good penetration. You can see those holes there. I'm punching siding, and for those of you who've probably, I don't know, maybe have worked with siding, if you're punching, trying to slice against the grain, it doesn't work very well. So the fact that it is penetrating is pretty good. I'm getting. And a human body is not going to be this tough. So if I can punch a 1/2 inch through some siding, okay, maybe a 1/4 inch, whatever, through some siding, it's definitely going to go all the way in to human torso. whatever part of them you decide to punch. They definitely stick. They're small enough you can conceal them. You know, somebody goes to rob you or whatever, and you draw these, and he's unarmed. I'd run. I wouldn't rob anybody in the first place, but you know what I mean. They're not large, you know, as far as like for cutting power. So if you were to stab somebody with this, it would do significantly less damage than stabbing somebody with like a survival knife or a Bowie knife or some larger knife. But what they lose in overall size, so punching or damage, so to speak, as you strike them, and the hole it leaves, you definitely gain speed, because you may leave smaller holes, but you're going to put 3 holes before you put 1 with another knife. And the nice thing about it is you really just kind of use modified unarmed techniques, you know. Instead of maybe keeping your fist up here, maybe keep one out a little bit so you can keep your weapon between, you know, your opponent and you, the other one in here kind of covering you a little more, and just use essentially unarmed techniques, just fist fighting techniques. You know, again, I would like to have an edge that would penetrate easier, and if I were to shoot or punch and miss, I could just come back out of the way and slash and possibly get them that way. But yes, I definitely enjoy these, and I definitely am glad I bought them, especially for the price. Like I said, right around $10, maybe a little more. I enjoy them. So these are the Cutlery Undercover twin push daggers. Thanks for watching. Maybe.